Hi dear friends, this is our discussion lesson number 7 with our students from intermediate group. Today we are going to discuss about AI. This is a super controversial topic, including for the people who are creating AI systems. Some people are afraid of AI because they think it is going to take over the world, while other people are creating companies and projects that research, study, create, and use the AI system, the programs, for several purposes. In this conversation, we'll talk about banks who are using AI to stop rogue trading and other companies who are using AI to monitor their employees. We will also talk about several other controversial questions about AI. If you want to listen to the audio version of this conversation, you can go to our Telegram channel, download the audio, and listen to it. The link to our Telegram channel is in the description below. Hope you enjoyed this conversation. Let's get started. Hello, dear friends. Let's get started our conversation. Our topic as a homework was about AI, right? And let's get started. In general, before we get into the words, let me first ask you the words. So let me first ask you the words. So. Or about the topic. Who can talk about the topic? Idibek, can you?
Okay.
About the article. What is the article about?
Article, as you know, it's the topic that we discussed before.
Similar to that.
Yes, it's about artificial intelligence. And how artificial intelligence can prevent rogue trading. In this topic, we will discuss about these things. Here is some ideas that some other they. Das girmek now, how can say
support.
Some of although they support that artificial intelligence will prevent rogue trading, and some of them don't support. And here is also some of idea about to use technology for monitoring or surveillance deployments or teams in companies. And also here is some opinion about is it useful to use artificial intelligence or technology in generally in banks. And will we be here any improving or developing in banks? Yes, like this.
Okay. So, first tell me about the problems that they are facing in banks, and they are using AI to solve their problems. What is the problem, and how are they trying to use the AI to solve their problem?
How is the problem in the banks?
What is the problem? Yes.
The problems here is about increasing works in banks, and they decide they not increase. How we can say profit increase? What was the word?
Profit. What did you say?
Not increase.
Antonym,
decrease.
It is about decreasing in banks and about decreasing money and work in banks. Problem. They think what have to do about increasing works in banks and to get a lot money.
Yes.
And some of them say that we have to use some technologies to surveillance workers,
Yes.
workers' behavior to prevent rogue trading in generally.
In
That's
general.
all.
Okay. And the second part you said it was about, oh, come on, you already mentioned the surveillance part. So like so does it tell me what are they using or how are they using AI to like survey their employees?
I think I can't answer this question because I understand this topic in general, but there was one sentence just confused me. I want to find this sentence,
Okay.
but unfortunately there was about, for example, if we know from the text that banks started to use artificial intelligence to predict traders' behavior, their tones, their in general traders' behaviors, but there was one sentence that
Yeah, what happened to that sentence?
One trader just got lots of message from his wife. And this sentence just confused me. For example, я не поняла, как бы.
I couldn't understand.
I couldn't understand that this artificial intelligence was launched just to not allow traders to waste their time just doing, as you say, bullshit, or it was launched to stop traders to rob companies' money.
Yes. Thank you. And let's get back like, did you memorize all the words from the article?
All words.
Yes.
Some. Yes, some. Yeah, majority. Yes.
The majority of them. Okay, what is loss?
Loss?
Yes.
Убытки.
Okay, you can also name the synonym of it in English. What are fines?
Штраф.
Yes, this is a synonym of fine in English, right? Division?
I cannot be agreed that the loss and fines are synonyms.
Part of
I didn't say fine. I didn't say fine. I said штраф.
Штраф и убытки это же не.
Look, I asked you. You can tell me the synonym of the word, and you say fine, штраф. I said like fines are not штраф.
Fine is not.
It was a sarcasm joke. Okay, let's go to division. What is division?
Part of company.
Yes, part of company. What is deploy?
Deploy? No.
Yeah. Deploy? Like put something in use. It's called deploy. Implement also is the same. How about low risk? Low risk. Что такое low risk?
Низкий риск.
Yes. How about price sensitive? Price sensitive. Yes, price sensitive.
Это типа чувствительная. Ну, цена может измениться, как бы.
Idibek, how about price sensitive?
Price sensitive, it's
Yes, it is one.
in English it's like نرخ حساس ده أخي.
Okay, what is narkhi hassas? Like the price can feel you, right? It's called price sensitive.
Change in every time, maybe.
Price can what?
Price can feel. It is a joke, and I think every time when I like want to make a joke in English, then like in the end I should say it is a joke. Otherwise you get it seriously and like for about 1 hour. Okay, like what? And okay, and like these words do not only help you in this topic, but in the future also when you're talking about technology, about business topics, about new topics, about finance. These words like will help you a lot. So that is why remembering, like memorizing them, remembering them and repeating them and constantly using them in your speech is like going to make a remarkable change in your speech. So do not forget that. And let's talk about the general idea of our topic, like about the idea of artificial intelligence. So also tell me, what is artificial intelligence and like in general, in your opinion?
What is artificial intelligence?
Yeah, as you have probably searched it or found.
I think we can call artificial intelligence as modern technology which people can use to during the whole time that we discussed artificial intelligence, the most common sentences was make people life easier.
Yes.
I don't want to use this sentence anymore.
Okay.
And
give us a general idea. What do you understand about it?
What are the text or artificial intelligence?
Artificial intelligence. Tell us about it. What do you understand about it? Or how do you understand it? We also want to know, you know?
But tell something?
Yes, maybe Idibek, please help.
Idibek is going to have different questions. Okay, go Idibek, tell me about the artificial intelligence. What do you understand about AI? Explain to us.
Okay. There are two kind of intelligence: human intelligence and artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence or created by human intelligence.
Yes.
But it's do our life easier.
It makes our life easier, right?
Yes. But artificial intelligence, it's like technologies in general. They are technologies that we do our works by them.
Okay.
They help us.
Okay.
So.
That's it. That is how much you understand. Give us a real example of AI.
I can add just something that there are two types of artificial intelligence. First one is, we can call it weak AI. It means that the technology, for example, the robots can act just in one sphere. For example, when I was searching information about AI, there was a robot. I don't remember the name, his name, or its name. Yes. And it can play only on play chess, şahmat.
Yes.
But he could. How can I say he or it? It couldn't, for example, play another games. But and the next type is strong AI. I think we can call it strong AI. It's robots or artificial intelligence which can be used in, for example, lots of spheres. And the example of strong AI, what can be the example? For example, smartphones, because they have not just one function. They have lots of functions.
Okay. Edwin, give us a real example, as I previously mentioned. A real example of artificial intelligence.
It's technologies, it's robots that do our work.
Okay, tell one of them, talk about one of them. That's it.
Maybe it's about car making company, for example.
Okay.
Company, they make car, they do robots. It's this robot did by people, but after the people did it, created it, this company. After that, company do this or make this by themselves, or itself. By itself, they do everything. What
do you mean they do?
They do machines, cars.
The robots.
Yes.
Okay, I got it. Yeah,
I can. Sorry.
In companies, robots do cars.
Yeah, I got you. Like there are a lot more than just this is producing cars. They produce a lot of stuff, and a lot more than just robots. There are a lot of stuff, and you're right that like the action that they perform, of course, it does not require a brain or super intelligence, but it does require some certainty, some some specifications. So like it requires a huge role in building a large car, or like a large car which consists of like probably hundreds or thousands of parts, and each of those parts needs to be put in the right place, like in sake of like millimeters, like not centimeters, just millimeters. And you need to put like all those parts of the car into like the exact place. So if you just miss a point or miss the exact location of the part, and you are gonna make the car company go bankrupt. That is why robots are playing a huge role in producing cars. And we can go on to talk about other parts. Yes, go on, Shanaza, what did you want to say?
I just remember the example you gave us Previous classes, just the example of strong AI, it was when the artificial intelligence can predict the situation that can happen in 2 or 3 minutes and send signals to another part of itself.
Yes.
To act. In this case, we can call
we can do
strong.
What? We can call it strong AI.
Yeah.
You're right.
Strong AI.
You're right. Some people call it strong AI. Some people call it like artificial AGI, artificial general intelligence, which like probably will if you're married, it can probably replace your wife. Like it can do anything, like can cook, can sweep the house, can clean the windows, can like tidy the room, and like they probably can do everything. But like in the way that we perform everyday tasks, it is like human brain is super complex. Even for the most stupid person on earth, like you bring them to, for example, you bring them to the house, and if like somebody is like, let's say 20 years old and he grew up in some Amazon forest, like a rainforest, and he grew up there and he didn't see any humans and he didn't have any parents, like he was just animal. But let's imagine he speaks English. When you bring him to civilization, like you put him in a city, let's say in Moscow, and in the city center, you give him an apartment, and you, like for example, take his hand, or you do everything, and that person just watches you and learns. For example, let's give him 1 year, or like if he is like a good learner, give him 6 months, and he will learn everything about the life, and he will do everything as you did for like 40 years. Like he will learn it in 6 months, or probably like 1 year. But for AI, like I don't think there is a robot or a program that just you can put a camera and it can watch it and learn it. And like I don't remember I don't remember hearing about this kind of robot. And AGI, like artificial general intelligence, is like that. It just like learns a lot by just watching. But until now, if you want the robot or your program to perform everything that you do every day, just exactly the same like you, and you need to program all of that data into the robot so it can perform it. If you cannot program it, so yeah, it will be like a lot harder. So I think we are gonna continue, and we are gonna ask like different questions. I'm gonna ask different questions. I hope you searched about the topic. What are the risks of artificial intelligence? Edibek, can you talk about it?
The risks of
what are the risks of artificial intelligence? Yes.
Well, the risk, we can say sometimes the artificial intelligence also do mistake. They do mistake.
For example, what kind of mistakes?
Here was in the topic the case. It's the artificial. They create artificial intelligence for only surveillance. What behavior of the trader? But here some cases that bad behavior they have to surveillance. But here is one case that one of the trader asked from his wife about a failure failure it the
Failure?
artificial yes
Okay, what does it do?
failure about the benefit or I translated it. It's ne'emat.
Favor. Okay, continue.
The trader asking his wife about favor, but the artificial intelligence take it. Because of this, the other said that not all of them do all of things true. It's not in every time useful for people.
Yes.
Artificial intelligence.
It's not always useful, right?
Yes, it's not useful.
Okay. Shamsa, how about you? What can you name about the risks of AI?
Risks. In case of these topics, maybe the employees will start feel themselves under the pressure. For example, if you know that you just work under the cameras, it's a little bit немножко трудно.
Harder.
A little bit harder, yes, just because you can just relax for a while, or maybe the one of risks could be employees can feel themselves under pressure, but yes. I don't know, maybe. And another risk that как у нас говорят, это техника, как бы.
This is technology. This is machine.
Yeah, this is machine, and it could, for example, it could stop working or взорваться.
Explode,
yes. И нанести урон. Вот.
Okay. Yes, like artificial intelligence has many probable risks, and as AI capabilities and pervasiveness expand, the associated risks with will continue to evolve. For the purpose of this article, the article that we had, let's focus on some big risks. The first one, lack of AI implementation traceability. Yes, traceability. Trace, it means след, traceability, тоже там, может просто след сказать.
Извините, что сказать?
Где что сказать?
Я не расслышала просто перевод.
Traceability?
Yeah.
Прослеживаемость? Прослеживаемость или отслеживаемость. Okay. So lack of AI implementation traceability. For example, if there is a program that you can use to do a lot of great stuff, but if for simple people it is okay. For example, probably not all people have millions of dollars, or let's say hundreds of thousands of dollars. Some people have a little money, but for the companies and for the companies which have really big data and client database and other stuff and security programs, really big companies, or even middle or average size companies, they the applications and website and other stuff that the employees use inside the company should be monitored, should be controlled, and should be under the control of AI team, official AI team of the company. But if this is not the case, a lot of bad things can happen. For example, a lot of people discover that the average company, or it's a medium-sized company's employees start using the workplace in like their work PC, and the programs and applications that are not officially approved by AI team of their company, which means in the future, like those kind of big problems that can make the chance of they can double or like 10x the probability of AI to get access to a lot of available data through the malicious softwares or applications. And this is one danger of AI. And the second danger, for example, could be introducing like a program, a BS program into decision making. For example, when they give you some data, some information that is not real, that is not authentic, it is like biased, or is like prejudiced. So you cannot like fully and really rely on that data or that information. That like it comes here is a time when like we cannot rely fully on AI, or we cannot rely fully on the data that it is providing with. Like what if the data is not what if the data is not authentic, it is just fabricated, it is just created like from the falsehood. So like how are you going to deal with that? And if people keep making decisions, simple people and let's say like they are high position managers at big companies, or let's say scientists, if they rely on the internet and the existence of the information and data available on the net, and they can use it to like continue working on something else. So if they have a false data and false information, they're going to create false results, and which means like all goes to hell. So to simply put it, you know what is hell?
Yeah.
Yes. Do you know what is hell? You don't. Come on. If you are a good person, after you die, you go to heaven. If you are a bad person, after you die, to go to hell, you go to hell. Now you got it. What is hell?
Understand.
That's why be a good person. You got it? Don't be a bad person. Let's go. Like, Idbek, tell me, what other risks can you name?
Other risks?
Mm-hmm.
To use artificial intelligence, yes,
Mm-hmm.
It works.
Risks. It doesn't matter in life. It's work, for eating, for going to toilet, for flying to cosmos. It doesn't matter.
Okay, sometimes some people they do some information about someone they cut some part of speech, and they create another speaking
Another speech, another text.
Yes, they make another take.
Okay, text.
The text that the people, the other don't want it.
Yes.
But people can do it by technology, by artificial intelligence. These days we saw in internet they do some videos like this.
Yes.
And they change original of this video or everything. For example, now we are talking. You can change this video. The part that you want, you can put, but the part you don't want, you can part of some cut. Yes.
Throw away.
Yes, but you do this technology. in another side it's good, but in another side it's bad. Sometimes it become problem for some people.
Yeah, it will become problematic. Like another.
Yes.
Do you want to add something else?
No.
Like another thing that we can say about AI is like data sourcing and probable violation of personal privacy, like in general privacy. It's like probably business privacy or work or personal privacy. And data sourcing. When we say source, we mean like a big river of data, of information. And when it's information, it is okay. But when it is data about the passport and ID and the cards, phone numbers, and your home addresses and everything like that is stored in one place, like banks, banks know everything about you. You know, like banks are like the number one place where where you can find information about like every person who ever reached out to bank, because like when you simply to put it, when you go to bank you need money, and like everything they ask you give them. So just like the size of your shoes or the color of your hair, like your height, your weight, your like your house, the addresses, how many like brothers, sister, and everything you have with your documents and everything you give to the banks. And like this makes the data, the personal data of all humanity very vulnerable. And like some people say that like by 2025, the amount of data, the amount of like open data, like with international data is going to grow to 175 zettabytes. It means like 175 trillion gigabytes. Can you imagine? 175 trillion gigabytes. It's going to grow by 2025. And like most of these are stored in the places that are probably vulnerable to hacking, or if it is like sourced or stored in the companies as the servers of big companies, where other companies have access to, and they can like mine this data. I mean, use it in the wrong way, misuse it. They can manipulate it, like play in every way they want, and of course they can also manage it. So, and they use the like the data that they have access to for their benefit, of course. And like this is only 2025, which we are getting very close to 2025, but it is going to grow even more. Like it's going to grow exponentially, and like imagine by 2035 it's going to probably double. And also the risks of exposing all of these customers and clients of the banks and other companies, or let's say employees, and like protecting them will expose them to like all systems or all kinds of hacking, including the kind of information that is going to be mined, especially by creators of AI systems, and by the AI products themselves. For example, when you ask Google, it is not going to give information to you about from Google's pocket. It's gonna like look for the information in a server, in its server or data set in New Zealand, in Sibir, in Russia. It's gonna like look for the information in Antarctica, in their servers everywhere. And it's like probably will be accessible. And this happens when they also launch a very big system of AI, which needs like a lot of information to let's say better or to improve their work or their performance, and they're gonna access those data. And when they do so, nowadays it's like Google, or let's say 100 or 200 other companies who are using the services. But when, or let's say like 200 or 2000 robots, but like after probably 5 or 10 years, there are going to be not 2000 but 2 million, let's say 2 billion robots, or 2 billion, not 2 billion, let's say 2 million AI systems. Like every one of them is going to mine and is going to manipulate and is going to use those data, and you are like, you're going to be left like helpless. And when all of this data of these customers, employees, and all the people in general are exposed to those kind of risks, it is going to be like very hard and harder to protect the data. You got it? Can you imagine where I'm going? Okay, now let's go. Chanza, if you have something to add, I'm listening.
I think you все сказали уже.
Really? Okay. Like there are several other parts, but I'm not gonna talk about it. Let's put it the way it is. Now we are gonna talk about opportunities. Like if you have some really good ideas about the opportunities of artificial intelligence, tell me. What are the opportunities of artificial intelligence?
We can say, Mr. Muhammad, now in every companies or government, how was in government? Yes, they use one technology that when we go to work, we use our finger or face to enter there. I think in another time it's opportunity to how to
what?
say,
to enter the building easier?
To do what?
To enter the building easier?
To building, not to control easier employees.
I got you. I said to enter the building easier, faster. You can get into the building faster. You got it?
It's not for enter for fasting, for fast.
Okay.
We can only we will enter in time. We have to enter in time. It control our entering about time. I think it's surveillance our behavior work, about work. Nobody late to go to work.
No, nobody will be late at work, right?
Yes.
Cool.
It's opportunity to control or monitor.
Yes. To make people less lazy, more active, right?
Employment.
Okay. Like next question in the back. Can AI be more intelligent than humans?
Then what?
Humans than people.
No, I think no time artificial intelligence can be what did you say?
Smarter?
Smarter, yes, can be smarter than people, because every time in every era people will create artificial intelligence. I think.
I don't think so. Right now, Google is smarter than me and you.
But Google is doing by someone. But
it is partially done by someone. For example, you cannot teach your son to be like Google. Can you? No. So right now he is smarter than me and you, than both of us.
But
so,
I mean, in every time, people will control, will surveillance
Okay.
artificial intelligence.
Let me put it this way. If let's imagine there are like 1,000 smart people. They created Apple, they created Google, and several other like companies similar to Google, and we rely very heavily on those companies. For example, nowadays, like I don't know you, but everywhere you get stuck and you have a question in your mind, you just Google it. You go to
Yes,
Google and you just type it and you get the answer. And you don't think about it. You don't sit down and you don't say, okay, let me think about it. You don't even think, we as a human, we are stopping to think, we are like stopping to think. Like we don't think, we just go to Google. Imagine that like those 1,000 smart people die one day, and there's nobody is smarter than Google. Those people who created Google will die, and then what do you do?
What will we do?
Yes. Then how do you say that like we are smarter than AI?
I think people in every time someone will exist or payda میشود.
Peers.
Peers. Every time someone peers that will control Google or another artificial intelligence. Maybe all of them they die, but
don't be so sure. Don't be so sure.
But I am sure.
Don't be. Okay? Don't be so sure.
For
Okay,
example, the creator of Google can stop
Creator,
yeah, the creator of Google can stop Google now. When
really?
If he wants to stop Google, he can stop it, but nobody can use it.
Okay.
Nobody, Google can't help nobody.
Oh, come on. Okay. Thank you. I see, but like you need to think beyond the Google stuff, You need to think beyond.
Beyond?
Probably, yes, outside. Probably not in 5 years, in 10 years, and probably in 20 or 30 or 50 years, something something really big is gonna happen. Really big in technology. Okay. So let's go. Shamsa, how about you? What do you think? What are the opportunities of AI?
I don't have any idea.
Oh, can AI be more intelligent than humans?
I think now not, but maybe in future.
Okay.
But
How?
in case of Google, I'm not agree with you, because you say that Google is smarter, but Google just can search information you need. I mean, the information that someone put on internet many times ago, but Google just can't act like people. Like,
I agree.
But in this case, I think we can call smart those who can принимать решения.
Make decisions.
Who can make decisions? Yeah, who can make decisions? But in case of Google, we can.
I do agree with you. But let me put it like this way. Like when you say somebody put that information, when we are born, we are stupid as Google. Our parents teach us, our brothers, our sister, our friends, our parents, teachers, and everybody else teaches us how to be humans and how to learn. And you also learned when was, let's say, Ibn Sina born. When was he born? You didn't know when he was born, like, or when did he die, or who is Ibn Sina. You didn't know anything about him when he was born. Like when we all were born, we were just stupid as Google, and somebody put that information in our brain, in our chips, and now we act smart, like we know a lot and blah blah. But in reality, yeah, we were also stupid as Google. And when we appeared, somebody put that information in our brain. We had a brain, but we didn't have the smartness, the knowledge, and the information, the data. All of those things were put in our brains by somebody else later. So, how are you saying Google is more different than human? We act the same stuff. Just Google's brain is bigger than ours. It is not complex, but it is bigger than ours.
Yes.
Like how, for example, if I tell you who is Ibn Sina, how are you going to, where do you think is the information? It is, of course, in your brain. Then you, as we request that kind of question on Google also rushes for servers and brings back the information and shows it to us. The same performance is done by your brain when you just hear the question, and the brain searches for all the servers in your brain and finds all the information available and gives it to you, and you say it with your tongue. You got it?
Yeah.
I think we are making some very deep conversations.
But you know why we can't fully discuss this topic?
Why?
Because we, for example, it could be how can I say? Why we cannot discuss this topic? Because we cannot face artificial intelligence in our daily life. Кроме того, как
Except,
for example, smartphones or maybe another simple things. It will be easy to discuss this topic for peoples who are really into technologies, even in Tajik language, even in Russian. Of course, I think in Tajik and in Russian, when I want to search some information in my brain about artificial intelligence, but I don't have any because
yes,
even in Russian, in Tajik, this topic is same tema, как сказать?
topic.
This topic is unclear for me. For example, that's why when you asking me some question, and I even don't know what to answer.
I agree with you. That is the whole point. That is why I'm asking you. Let's discuss some good topics, and you improve your English, and you become smarter. Not only improve your English, and when people ask me or us, okay, do you have some discussion clubs? You tell them okay, and they think I don't know how did they think, but probably they think that you come to discussion club and you talk about your grandmother. This is a very boring discussion. When I give you topics, I think you look for information for 1 or 2 days. This is discussion, right?
Not for 1 or 2 days, because lots of time you gave us homework just 1 day before the lesson. 1 day before the lesson.
Okay.
But probably our homework wasn't about artificial intelligence in general. That's why we need to refresh all
our memory, right?
that had previous
Yeah.
classes.
Yeah, I do agree. Idibek, tell me, what excites you about AI? Like, what do you find very interesting about AI?
What is very interesting?
Yes, for you, what is very interesting? What excites you about AI?
Exciting when it do easy my work. My work is very interesting
Mm-hmm.
me by
Okay,
telephone,
that
by computer, and another
okay.
things. When
Mm-hmm.
I do work easier,
Mm-hmm.
it's very interesting for me.
That's it.
Yes.
Okay. So how about you? Tell me, what excites you about AI?
How people create this. It's just the exciting the part. This the most exciting part of artificial intelligence because
Thank you. Continue.
Because some иногда как было?
Sometimes
Sometimes artificial
very hard
intelligence
work.
and they do very hard work and they just как сказать, удивляют.
Surprise.
Yes, they just can surprise you, and the most exciting things is how did people create this? How did people done this
Yes.
amazing? Because
Mm-hmm.
I think that some scientists, Elon Musk, he's thinking about to put, for example, one chip into human brain, and then you cannot say that Google is smarter and works faster than human brain.
Mm-hmm.
Or this is the most exciting. How will he do this?
I do agree with you, and probably this is also the most important, the most exciting part for me too. I you sometimes wonder how the hell do these people create this stuff, and let me tell you about one one invention, and it was also with this Elon Musk company. It's called OpenAI, and he created this company several years ago. And this year, if you 1 month ago, probably, the company offered a program called Chat GPT, and it is so enormous. It is super cool. For example, you say, I'm going write me a poem about in the style of Shakespeare for my girlfriend, and it does it for you in 15 seconds or in 2 minutes. You don't even need a brain anymore. Can you imagine? And after a few days, the people valued this company $29 billion.
Invest?
They valued. I don't think they're going to get investment, but they valued it $29 billion. With this kind of products, you do not want everyone to be your investor. You choose the investors, you like them or not. That is going.
Such companies even don't need investors.
They do need investors because I mean, who's gonna pay their salary for the programmers? If the company gives them money, it means they are investing. So So, like, now you see what is happening in the world, but the debate is telling me that now they cannot be smarter. Like, can you, like, not give me, not show me, but yourself create poems about, let's say, about your love, about your first love, in Shakespeare style in 2 minutes? Can you create?
Can I create what?
Poems.
Poems?
Poems, yes.
No, I can't.
Yes. And now you're telling me AI is not smart, is not smarter than human. How are you gonna explain that to me? Okay. So let me ask you some more interesting questions. Okay. Okay. Let me ask you another question. If you can, you can answer the question. In what tasks? Task is zadание. Okay, work. In what tasks will humans always be better than robots? Like where, in what jobs, humans are always gonna be better?
Okay, I think humans are better in creating sentence or some articles about writing. I mean about writing.
Are you kidding me? What did I just say, yo? Sandra, are you here? Did you hear me when I talked about ChatGPT?
Yeah, I remember.
The website creates, writes poems, sentences, like it writes musics and songs for you. You got it, Edeben?
But I think they don't do a new thing. They only put the sentence or the words that it do by people. I think they don't do a new thing anytime. The technology, anytime they do a new thing. How we said, someone put some information in Google, they only research. And the program also that you said, it's only put words and sentence and making something they make. But
so they're not creating.
Yes, they don't create something new.
They
I think
are creating. Like
yes,
no. They are creating it. For example, as I already mentioned, when I ask you to write a poem or let's say an essay about a topic, and you go to Google, you find information. Or if you do not go to Google, you just ask the question in your brain and think about several like things and topics and sentences, and you come up with them and write them down. That is exactly what that chat does. It's called ChatGPT. Like when you ask it to write an essay about, let's say, volcanoes in Vietnam, it's gonna do that. Like it's gonna write special essay for you. You got it? It's gonna create from the information that it has, of course. You got me?
They create new things, yes?
Yes.
Okay. Let me to say another thing. For example, they can choose the problems that appear in our life in between two countries, maybe some problems about conflicts.
They cannot solve the problem.
Yes,
they cannot predict.
They can give an idea.
Why cannot those like chats solve the problems between countries? Why not?
Oh.
If you ask them, they give a solution for you. For For example, if you tell them these two countries have these problems and blah blah, so how can we solve the problem? And it gives you the answer. It tells you this, do that, do this, do that, and put all of these countries, and all people will be happy in both countries. Why do you think it doesn't give you solutions?
Okay, let me to bring
an example.
An example that
okay.
They don't.
Okay. Okay. Go.
About religion problems.
Okay.
For example, the new problems that appear in our life as as Bitcoin or as euthanasia. Do you know euthanasia?
What?
Euthanasia.
What is it, euthanasia? No.
It's the word that when someone is heart sick, he want to die. Yes, he want to die with him agree or with him relation. Nazdikonash relation. Yes.
Okay.
Relatives.
Yes, with his relatives agree. Doctors can kill him. It's the new world in our life. It's the 21st century
and
problem. But religion, science have to choose these problems as a euthanasia, as a
so I got it. It's called
yes, but
it's called euthanasia.
Yes, I think artificial intelligence can choose these problems.
Why not?
Because they don't have how I can say
sense,
empathy,
and
yeah,
yes, they have empathy and another thing.
Is it
true in religion or not? I think they don't.
Sometimes probably they give you better answers or solutions. You know why?
Why?
Because they judge objectively. They do not have feelings. They don't say, oh, if this happens, I will get some money. They don't have these feelings. But when you ask humans, they judge it like this. They think, oh, how can I reply that I can get some money or some benefit out of it? So it means it is biased. But when you are a robot, it does not have a feeling. It does not have a feeling of getting benefit out of you or out of the deal. And probably in this case, I think only in this case, I think they give us more objective and better solutions for our problems.
I think in this situation they can't choose.
Yeah.
Like these problems they can't choose.
Okay. I pass. You won. I lost. Okay.
But please don't forget that artificial intelligence, it's not just the robots.
Yes. Okay. Shanasa, now it's about you. Could you imagine being friends with a human-looking robot? For example, it is me or Muhammad. It is me or Idibek, and your friend, but we are robots. Could you imagine?
I would prefer Alexa to human-looking robots because I can be a little scared. Yes, scared of this robot because
really?
Yeah. Maybe it's because of the lots of films that robots just
kill people.
Yes, maybe kill people, or it will be for me just I'm living under the camera, not no more.
I like one thing scares me. One day when we wake up, we instead of like running to our family, to our children, parents, wives, husbands, brothers, instead of that, or friends, we go to robots. Nowadays we are like taking our phones as we wake up. I am afraid that one day like we will wake up and use phone, computer, and other stuff only. I'm very afraid of that day. It scares me. Probably in some poor countries it does not happen because they cannot like afford technology. They cannot buy iPhones or laptops, expensive laptops. But for the people who are living in cities and who have some money, I think it turns out to be really bad. And this is the only thing that scares me. So probably also think like that, right?
Yeah, I do agree with you.
Oh, like don't be so sad. Come on, it's not happening in 10 years. You have another 10 years.
Yes, no, but
The next question is very interesting. Should we be afraid of an AI taking power over humans one day?
should be we what?
Afraid, scared by AI that one day AI will take over people. Should we be afraid of that?
You know
Of
my
AI.
idea about in every time human can control AI.
Okay, sounds up for you.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I agree that one day AI will replace human. For example, as you mentioned just few minutes before,
Yes.
people can you just wake up and you check your phone. The first thing that you do is you checking your phone, your email, your messengers, and it's I think that one day will replace human.
Yeah, like I'm very afraid. Probably one day you will talk with a robot that is called Muhammad Khojaev, and he will be teaching you maybe not English but Chinese or some other languages. Thank you so much for participating. I hope you enjoyed the conversation, and I'm gonna see you in our future lessons. Thank you so much guys for watching or listening to this conversation up to the end. Like this video or audio and subscribe to this channel so we can create more videos like this. Hope to see you in our future conversations. Bye bye.